$100,000 a year, and you still hesitate before tapping your card, not because you can't pay, but because you're not sure what's left after. You check your bank app, not out of curiosity, but out of habit, almost like you're bracing for something. And the weird part is, from the outside, your life looks fine. So why does it feel like you're always one step behind? Chris lives in the US. He's not bad with money. He's not reckless. He doesn't wake up thinking, let me waste money today. He did everything right, went to school, got the job, stayed consistent, kept pushing, and eventually he hit it. 6 figures. The number everyone says will fix things. The day his paycheck hit at that level, he didn't jump. He didn't celebrate loudly. It was quieter than that. He just stared at his phone, looked at the number, and felt something he hadn't felt in a long time. Relief. Like, okay, I'm safe now. If you've ever had that exact moment where your account finally looks full and your mind gets quiet for a second, then you already know what comes next, because that feeling doesn't last. The money comes in, and then it starts leaving. Not in one big move, not in a way that scares you immediately. It leaves, normally. Before Chris even touches his money, it shrinks. Taxes, no decision, no control, just a smaller number than he expected. He accepts it. Everyone does. Then rent hits. Not a luxury place, no crazy upgrades, just something decent, in a place that feels safe. But the number is still heavy. It's the kind of payment you don't question anymore, but you definitely feel. Then the car, monthly payment, insurance, gas, none of it feels optional. It just feels like, this is what life costs. Groceries. Chris stands in the aisle a little longer now, not because he can't afford food, but because something feels off. Items he used to grab without thinking now make him pause. Was it always this expensive, or did I just not notice before? And then, the quiet spending begins. The stuff that never feels like a problem. Netflix, Spotify, a few apps, cloud storage, $10, $15, $20. None of it feels serious until you stop and add it up. But no one does that, because each one feels small. Then come the normal moments. You're tired, so you order food. You're busy, so you pay for convenience. You're stressed, so you buy something small to feel better. It's not luxury, it's just life, moving fast. Chris isn't trying to live rich. He's not buying expensive watches. He's not traveling every month. He's not showing off. He's just living the way everyone around him lives. And that's exactly why it's expensive. Because in this world, normal costs more than it looks. Middle of the month, Chris checks his account again. Same phone, same app, different feeling. That quiet confidence from earlier, it's gone. Now there's a slight tension. The number isn't zero, but it's not comfortable either. It's the kind of number that makes you think twice without fully understanding why. So he tells himself, I'll just slow down. I'll be careful for the rest of the month. And he means it. But life doesn't pause with him. A friend texts, let's grab dinner. It's not fancy. It's not irresponsible. It's normal. Chris hesitates, just for a second. Not because he can't afford it, but because he knows how these small things stack up. Still, he goes. Because saying no too often starts to feel like missing out on your own life. Then something small goes wrong. Car repair. Unexpected. Not huge, but enough to throw things off. Then a bill hits, one he forgot about. Then another. And suddenly, that plan to be careful doesn't exist anymore. End of the month, Chris is back in a place he can't quite explain. He's not broke, but he doesn't feel secure. He's earning more than ever, but thinking about money more than ever. He's doing everything right, but nothing feels stable. And that's the part that messes with you, because it doesn't make sense. You start questioning yourself. Am I bad with money? Am I doing something wrong? Why does this feel harder than it should be? But here's the truth. It's not just you. In today's world, money doesn't leave in obvious ways anymore. It disappears quietly, automatically, in the background. You don't feel it the way you used to. No cash leaving your hand. No clear stop moment. Just taps, subscriptions, auto pay. Everything is designed to be easy. And when spending is easy, saving becomes invisible. Chris realizes something slowly. Nothing in his life looks extreme, but everything is slightly expensive. And when everything is slightly expensive, it becomes extremely expensive. Not all at once, but over time. That's why it feels confusing. There's no single mistake to fix, just a pattern that's hard to see. So he stops trying to be perfect. He doesn't cut everything. He doesn't punish himself. He just does one thing differently. He starts paying attention. Not obsessively, just honestly. Every subscription, every repeat charge, every "it's just this once." He doesn't judge it, he just sees it. Then he adds one small pause. Before spending, he waits. Just a few seconds. And he asks himself, is this actually improving my life, or just making this moment easier? That question hits harder than any rule, because sometimes the answer is real, and sometimes it's just habit. He cancels a few things he forgot about, keeps the ones he truly enjoys. He gives himself space, a small buffer in his account, not for investing, not for goals, just to feel okay. Because peace with money is more valuable than chasing numbers. And slowly, something changes. Not his salary, not his lifestyle, just his awareness. And that awareness gives him control. Chris still earns $100,000, but now his money doesn't disappear the same way, because he finally sees it. And once you see it, you can't unsee it. That's when things start to shift. Because the real problem was never just how much he earned. It was how quietly it left. If this felt like someone just described your life, that's because millions are living this exact pattern every month. And if you want more videos that don't just give advice, but actually make you see what's really happening, you can subscribe. No pressure, just real stories that hit a little too close because they're true.